All right, my good people, we're back, and we obviously got struck down for playing a little too much X-Files in the background. Oh, let me not show it. But we're still finishing up on the Discord channel. In fact, it's almost at the end, right, Nick?
Yes, sir.
Okay, on the Discord link. I'll get that link to you right now. Crazy. Oh, there it is. Just ended. Well, maybe there's not any reason to play the Discord channel now since it ended. Everyone in the Discord, why don't you guys come and join us on YouTube and we can chat about the show? How about that?
I like that.
Shellback, just come to Shellback's trying to talk to those people. Come up on YouTube, guys.
What a
Hey,
bro.
man,
Look
and
out me like
Dastardly.
that.
Yeah. All right. So, wow, wasn't that fun?
This is memorable. It's a learning
And how come
experience.
Shell, get off that.
message thing is disabled?
Shell's like trying to talk to people in Discord. Oh my God. Here, let me send a note. Boy, it cracks me up. Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves.
We shall. You know what was great? It was saying those little things in the jar. It looked like the home video graphics from like the '90s videos when I was in kindergarten. I was just like, man, holy shit.
Oh, bless you.
Bless you.
Thank you, thank you. Oh man, man. I will say, despite the home video '90s graphics, the episode aged really well. I mean,
It
it's
did.
awesome. It was nice to see like the tension, like finally, like Mulder went from all calm, cool, and collected those last several episodes. All of a sudden, he's like, oh, now he's a man of conflict now. So that character growth.
All right. Well, yeah, if anyone in the Discord can tell, it looks like everyone from the Discord is back over here. Just another red shirt. Uh, come on over here. Come on over here, man. Come on, hang out with us. Okay, yeah, we're back. Okay, good. All right. We got struck down. I sent in an appeal, and we just created a new stream for you guys. So,
Yeah.
although ICE is not directly connected to the series' overarching mythology, it has been described as a portent to the alien conspiracy arc, which would become more pronounced in the second season. So, yeah, definitely. And he alludes to that, which she kind of like chuckles off, like because he's saying that this meteor has been here for millions of years. So this is all from the Wikipedia on this episode, guys. So this is not like Um, so I'm not the
I
only
see.
one
It's
in the Ghost
cool.
of the Machine. I need tequila to go with the worms. Oh boy, nice. All right, just know the Richard. Glad to have you back, man. I'm gonna close the Discord. My cousin, thank you so much. My cousin came through, man. Came
Yep.
through when pinche YouTube did not. Um, uh,
I wonder if it was after you went full screen that somehow the algorithm picked it up, you
oh, I'm
know.
sure. I'm sure because I like it was pretty.
Although I don't know, haven't you? Are you sure you haven't gone full screen before when we were doing this?
No, I never have. That
Uh,
that was the first. I've gone like where I picked up my screen like this to show,
Yeah.
but yeah, no, but it's all right. No.
It's funny though because like I know like some people they'll do a little trick with a
Mhm.
like a makeup mirror or something.
Yeah.
Some sort of reflective surface,
Well,
and
let's get back. Yeah,
they
let's just get
they
back to the
they
episode.
do it all the
Uh,
time.
yeah, let's just get back to the episode. Um, so Mads, what did you think?
Yeah. Actually, I really kind of liked it. From the Supernatural fan, it definitely reminded me of a particular Supernatural episode with the worm,
Hmm.
not knowing who's infected type thing. I can see where they got the inspiration for that particular Supernatural episode.
I love that when they just slowly turn on each other, and then Scully and Mulder turn on each other. That was a great moment.
Yeah.
That was just killer, man. And what was great was that it was 8 episodes in. Like, had they done this the second or third, or even the third episode, like we wouldn't really be caring because we're not invested that much yet into. At least I wasn't Mulder or Scully. It's like boom,
Yeah.
And I
Well,
think you guys
I like.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say I like that moment of levity. Before anyone goes passing judgment, remember we are in the Arctic.
I mean, you're right. The writing and the story was so tight. The characters were really well done. Even with Bear, and then the other dude from San Diego who listened to the taped football games. I mean, some great characters here. Douglas, the Smoky Man, took the stream down. That's great. Yeah, the Smoky Man did it. I have never eaten a worm at the bottom of a mezcal bottle before. Tried once, but it disgusted me so much I threw it up. Ooh, yeah, that sounds nasty, man. That sounds nasty. And then the cast. I mean, each of those actors, besides our leads, you've seen in so many other television shows and some movies. I mean, Xander Berkeley has been in everything from Gattaca to The Walking Dead.
Mhm.
Okay, come
Yeah,
on, guys, that's your time to
he,
jump
yeah.
in.
All right, I'll
He-
jump.
Go.
I'll jump. So no, I mean, right now, seeing this episode is definitely kind of very relevant to 2020 with the words quarantine used excessively and having the plague. So it's like in my head, I'm like, oh, that's funny. So there's those I had little chuckles about that, and then
Mhm.
definitely chuckling at the line, very John Carpenterish, because the episode definitely had his influence all over it too, and it worked beautifully too, like, because you really felt the tension like in the room between all of them, and as you mentioned earlier, like, it was a good thing like this episode was placed as well as it did, later on, because it almost felt like it built up to this moment, because as I mentioned earlier with Scully, I mean, not Scully, Mulder being all Mr. Calm and cool, and all of a sudden now you see when the shit hits the fan, all of a sudden he's like, now he's tense now, and you really saw that broad eye. You felt it that much more because of the placement of the episode.
I like the effects. I mean when the worm was in the jar, it's like I was like looking at it and I'm going, man, they should have used those guys on freaking Rogue One when they, for Princess Leia, like, because that CG was not good. I'm like, so I don't know.
Well, which scene? I talk about when they got straight in the jar. Because if you're talking about like the shot that's not behind on the Slants poster, some parts it definitely aged beautifully, but there are certain parts where it looks like it came straight off a 1990s like VHS home video during kindergarten class. But regardless, no, we know it's a deadly bug, and you still feel the effects of how dangerous it is. So you can look past the CG even in 2010, or at least I can, because once again, the tension of this thing, not knowing what it's capable of, is kind of a big deal.
Yeah.
Did you guys see what I called this this new stream?
No, I missed that.
Return of the
check it
Last
out.
X-Files.
Shit.
Yeah, well, we're gonna have some fun now. Shit. The way it was filmed, and because it was like basically one set, one sound studio. It was very um it's time capsuled very well.
Yeah.
It's time capsuled very well. I mean, and it was shot just, it looks so great, you know.
Absolutely. No, definitely. It's nice having. I had them on top of the world, as they said earlier in the episode.
Yeah.
It looked like they definitely, that episode, probably because it mostly took place in one setting. I wouldn't be surprised if that was probably one of the ones that actually took quicker to film, because the episode, basically the bulk of it was at that particular area. So cost effective, yet still very effective in the emotion in it. So good job, crew.
So good job,
Yeah.
Carpenter. Bad job, YouTube. Bad YouTube. Bad.
So now that I know that this is on Fox, now it's gonna give me an idea of what I might have to deal with when I start doing Simpsons streams, because those are both Fox properties. Because interestingly, I have the entire WandaVision trailer on my reaction video for WandaVision, the entire thing, and not a thing from Disney, and not a thing, and yet somehow Disney is totally cool, of all things, with full screen with the watch-alongs.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Ooh, I like that. I'll get to that point in a second. Well, just what we were saying, Nick, was that, yeah, with some things, with some properties, like they're really good with not messing with you. They might give you a strike later on, like a copyright claim or something. But when we did The Stand, we played it once, we played it twice. That third time, it took our stream down, and we had a lot of people watching at that time. And then but it did come back up, which was strange. I think that happened during the DC Fandom.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Douglas says, thinking about the black goop that squirted out of the worm and how it could tie into the episodes. You guys know what he's talking about?
No, actually, I don't. But please, I may have.
Yeah, I guess I didn't notice.
Go on, though.
Well, the black goop refers. It's a tie into alien blood, and you see that as you go along in the show. So maybe this is our first look at an extraterrestrial worm, so to speak, with the black blood, black goop, and it does come back, and it comes back big time in a lot of different ways. So you have that to look forward to look forward to in the X-Files.
Right.
Yeah.
Planting the seeds.
Thanks a lot, Red Shirt. So, planting the seeds. Yeah. So we got 7 people in the after talk, the post talk. We're 8 episodes in. What's your favorite episode so far, guys, in the chat? Is it Ice, Ghost in the Machine? We kind of did this the last week, but I'm kind of curious as to how people are feeling about the first episodes in.
I
that makes sense.
I think it was. I think this one was a really good one. Seeing as how it was all basically one location. I mean, that's
Hmm.
so. I mean, it wasn't.
I'm
It,
gonna.
it was more character. More character centric. Seeing as how it was, pretty much one location the whole time. Yeah.
I'm
It's all
gonna say.
characters.
Oh yeah. As I say, as a on its own as an episode, I'd say for me this kind of ties up with the pop. But as a collective with the entire season so far, as so far as it's the best episode so far in the journey. But if you look at it as an individual piece, so I see it from both perspectives.
Hmm.
I can get that.
Yes. The Oberg thinks it's the best so far. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, Xander Berkeley, he, I saw him quite a bit in The Walking Dead, right? And it to his testament of how good of an actor he is. Dude, I mean, like I said, I hated that guy. Like each and every episode, I'm like, I hope they get him. I hope I hope the walkers get him, or I hope something happens to him. But and he was like one of the few, because like everybody else, I'm like, oh God, I hope they make it. I hope they make it. Like Glenn, and stuff. But I got a couple of hints of that in this episode. I'm like, this guy's, a little bit shady, and I might have to smack him a time or two.
He just knows how to play shady people, man.
Yeah.
He just knows how
I
to
know.
tease out that vibe.
I know Doug for sure hated Jersey Devil, so he's like, it was hard to beat Jersey Devil.
Yeah. Hey.
That's funny. And Dastardly. Since I only caught ice, I'm gonna say ice.
Hey, in defense of the Jersey Devil, I think that's the only one that had a naked woman in it. So
Whatever. Whatever.
yeah.
I'll do
Yeah.
what I want.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oop. Oh man. Now how many more are there to go in this season? Like 3, 4 of them?
Oh, hell no,
this
dude.
is
I can't
This is,
remember. It's been a while.
it's like in the 20s.
Yeah,
Oh,
dude.
yeah, you're right. No, you're right.
Yeah, this show's from back in the day when they had 20 some odd episodes to a season,
That's
like,
true. That's true.
none of this 8 and 10 episode crap.
Well, let's be fair here. With some of the Netflix originals or even Hulu, like some of them like that even have 12 or 13, they'll be like an hour and 15, and sometimes like wow, nothing literally happens. At least with this whole episode, it was 45 minutes and things happen. Even with New Jersey Devil episode, like they're shorter, but they're definitely a lot tighter in the writing department, and it doesn't feel like okay, nothing is going on. It's one thing to have a slow episode, we could still have things happen. Like even if you, I'm not sure Shellback if you watched season The Boys, but there was an episode in season 2 where it was a lot quieter and slower, but there were still some big like story based revelations that happened in that slower episode. So
No, sir. I do not have the Amazon, so yeah, I have not seen
okay.
any of The Boys other than the couple of snippets that I've people have shown on YouTube. Like the laser, the laser eyes baby. That was cool.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, I hear you, dude. It's yeah no well I think though you get the gist of what I'm saying. Like you can have an episode that's not as like fast paced and upbeat, but you can still
Yeah.
have some story based elements or character driven moments. And yeah, there's some shows nowadays that
Yeah.
are that were they're only as we mentioned 13 episodes, but like, there are times like
Yeah.
I loved God, what was it? I love Jessica Jones season 1, but I
Mhm.
definitely feel like it could have benefited from being an episode or 1 or 2 trimmed the fat.
Yeah.
Because
Mhm.
there are times where it's just like Kilgrave is awesome, aka David Tennant, but
Yeah.
there are times where I'm like, man, nothing is happening.
Well, it's like this episode. I mean, they were basically in that one little building or whatever, pretty much the whole episode. But the suspense, the suspense was there. So it even though it was kind of like a quiet at times, it had the suspense there.
Mhm.
So
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So let's just preview. Actually, and we're probably gonna skip a week, guys. So we'll just preview the next time we get together and do an Netflix and chill. Is the episode called Space? Let me see. And it stars the great character actor Ed Lauder, and you've seen Ed. He passed away in 2013 at the age of 74, but from the 70s, 80s, 90s, decades, he was like the character actor. What's going on over there, guys?
wasn't me.
What?
I think it was Mads making noise.
I have no idea.
So yeah, that's called Space, and it's about astronauts seeing ghosts in space. Ew, some ghoulies.
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 I like it. I like these types.
Yeah, it should be. It's I think I remember being pretty decent.
It'll be watchable at the very least. It'll be watchable.
Ghost in Space, not to be confused with Space Ghost.
Coast to coast.
Oh, very nice. So clever. So clever.
Now, see, that's
episode 9 coming up. What were
no,
you
just
gonna say?
regular Space Ghost, not Coast to Coast. Regular Space Ghost.
Douglas, now I think
Right.
about it, Ice might be a tie with Squeeze. Yeah, it's up there, and I think it actually was the most seen episode. What was it stat I put up? Yeah, debut of Ice is watched by 10 million viewers, 6.2 million households. Yeah, I mean that's a lot of people for 1993
Right.
for a show on Fox.
Right? No,
That was a
that's
lot
an
of
impressive
people.
number. Most shows nowadays, whether it's streaming or on traditional television, would
Mhm.
kill to have 5 million of that number. So yeah, that's an insane number if you really think about it. It shows you like, man, the quality is there right away for the X-Files. Like people were invested right away. They tuned the hell in, as they should.
Well, I think the word was getting out. The word
We
was
got
getting
out.
out by now that this was like the little show that could. This was like the strange little show. So it was. I want to try to look for some trailers for the first season of the X-Files, because by the third and fourth season they were getting really slick. Those trailers and promos for X-Files is already too slick. It was like that 90s slick with that Matrix green going on before Matrix used it.
THX,
Yeah.
Lucasfilm, Dolby Digital surround sound.
Yeah.
And they would
Yeah.
Yeah.
at the beginning.
And I hope I'm not the only one who purposely would turn up their television
Oh, you
for
know
that.
it.
Yeah.
Oh, you know it. How could you not?
Like, be like there was more than a few times, like, especially like, watching Star Wars or whatever, and that the THX thing would come on and I'd turn it up, and sure as shit, I'd be like, from the other room, I'd hear my mom, Timothy, turn that down.
Turn the goddamn record down. Oh man, yo, you know I'd put up at them because I want to fight the coolest kid on the block. Ice, baby.
Yeah. Stop, collaborate, and listen. We got alien worms and they're missing.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm here all week.
You don't have to be.
Okay.
So, yeah, looking at some of these numbers here.
Which numbers?
Just as far as viewers in the millions, it starts really ticking up. I think the lowest point was Shadow. Was it Shadows? I'm looking here. Ghost in the Machine, the episode before. Yeah, that was pretty low. And they start going up. They start passing the 10 and the 11 million and hit 12 at Young at Heart. And yeah, they got a following by now. And by the time Tombs comes back, which is the 21st episode. So this season was 24 episodes.
Woo.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
You had the ratings in 12.5, 13.4, 13.7, and then 12.5.
It's
Wow.
It's a great thing this show came out when it did. It truly is, because nowadays, if this was pitched as an original idea in 2020, the possibility of it passing through Hollywood would definitely be far more questionable. That's for sure. So I'm glad this came out when it did, because now we have this to cherish and relive and enjoy and chat with all of you. It's nice. But if you notice that though, nowadays there's definitely a lot less in like original properties. For better and worse, there's adaptations everywhere. Thankfully, a lot of good ones, but it's one of those things where are the originals? And yeah, it's amazing what nowadays. I wonder how it would have been in 2020 if there's no such thing as the X-Files. What it would have been like. Would they've had all these like awesome like scenes questioning the government? Who knows? It's definitely something that has made me think from time to time.
Yeah, Doug. Let's talk. Actually, I'll type in the email right here. It's pretty easy. So you go on. You were saying?
Oh, I was talking about with how it was a great thing that this show came out when it did, because I mean, in the 90s, 80s, brand new fresh stuff was coming out left and right, and fewer and far between stuff come out nowadays that's freshly original. Mostly it's adaptations, which is wonderful, of course, but it definitely would be nice to see how Hollywood handles, like you see with movies especially too, like Hollywood's just like, we gotta make a sequel to something. Here, let's make a sequel to Jiggly. Let's not do that, but just paraphrasing here.
Wow.
Just paraphrasing.
Yeah. Well, good night, M. Dastardly. Thanks for hanging out with us, man.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Sleep
Dastardly.
well.
Yeah. Well, let's wrap it up, guys.
All right.
And there's some original content coming out in about an hour and a half, if anyone's interested. It's called The Mandalorian.
Oh, man.
We'll see how original it is.
Yeah, right. I know it's like, could be like 50, 52 minutes long, so it's already a longer episode right off the bat, which I was surprised, because if I remember, episode 1 of season 1 was like a half hour, 40 minutes, which I don't mind. I
Yeah.
know that drives some people crazy, but to me, as long as the content fits, I mean, I don't need everything to have
Right.
access, because like if it needs to be longer, make it longer. But if the
Right.
episode like say it does, if there's not everything needs to be 50 minutes, 1 hour. Just do what
Well,
serves best.
last season, if you took out all the credits and stuff, it was about anywhere from like 22 to 25 minutes worth of episode.
Yeah, pretty
Oh
short.
yeah, oh yeah,
Yeah, they're pretty
totally,
short.
So
totally.
yeah,
Well, I think they were actually not filmed as 22-minute episodes. They were filmed, uh, and they just chopped them up. I think they were filmed as 1 hour episodes, which makes sense. You can tell.
Outtakes and all.
But
Oh yeah, definitely.
let's say goodnight, guys, and we'll resume soon
Oh,
on
we
X Mix and
will.
Chill.
We will
Uh,
resume.
yeah, ladies first.
Make sure the mic down before I start talking. Hey guys. I have done that so many times. Oh my god. But hey guys, Mads Mama Bear here. You can find me at Mads Mama Bear here on YouTube and on Twitter. And this Saturday, I am going to be having a very special After Dark where it's going to be spooky stories after dark, where I'm going to be reading some classic creepypastas.
Hmm, nice.
Ooh.
Scared already. Shellback.
I am Shellback TJC. I can be found by that name here on the YouTubes and the Twitters. And this coming Sunday will be the first reconvening of the Mandalorian Roundtable on
Ooh,
Chris Knight's channel, The Real Review 3000. And I will probably I will be putting out tweets about that over the next couple of days with the time and everything on it. So just keep an eye on my Twitter, please.
Well, hello, and hails to the chat. Just another red shirt, Eric K, and Dastardly Dioberg, all of you wonderful, always killing it in the chat rooms. Everyone else who already went to bed, you're always killing it. Paulie, you're killing it as always. Thank you for bringing me on as always. This is fun to do, and Mads and Shellback, hails to you both as well. And as for me, obviously, I'm 32 Flavors of Nick Weiser. Obviously, I'm on YouTube. I'm on Twitter's Nick Weiser. Insta is Nick Weiser. As I mentioned earlier, did my 3 Floyds video. Got Mandalorian videos coming soon. I even got 2 album review videos on the way as well. So it's gonna be all sorts of excellence across the board. YouTube.com/Nick's Toxic Waltz. That's a Z and not an S at the end for Waltz. So yeah. Now back to you, Latino Slant.
you can call me Polly. Go ahead and put your links back up in the private chat, because this is actually a new stream, so I don't have your
Fair
information.
enough.
So let's just do that. That would be great, guys. Yeah. Yes, I know, Eric. There's no yawning in baseball. All right. It's been a day. It's been a great day. Thank you, Just Another Red Shirt. Thank you for being so darn cool and hanging out with us. The Sunday come on down to Chris Knight's channel with Shellback. Couple of things before we close. So let me get these out now. Da-da-da-da. So first is Mads Mama Bear. That's her link, and she's got a thing. And let's just do it one more time. right? Go ahead, guys. Do it one more time. Just hit your quick link up.
All right.
Matt.
Doing it again.
Okay.
All
Hey
right.
guys, Matt's Mama Bear here. And you can find me, as you see in the link, here at Matt's Mama Bear here on YouTube. Saturday, I am going to be doing a Spooky Stories After Dark to celebrate Halloween. And of course, on Sunday, there is going to be the usual poetry stream, the Poetry After Dark. And I'm going to be having a special doll customization coming up. I'm hoping to have that done by Halloween. So, here's hoping.
Thank you. Nick?
All right. I'm 32 Flavors of Nick Weiser. I am Nick Weiser. And I'm youtube.com/Nick's Toxic Waltz. And I will be covering the metal shortly with a few album reviews. Obviously, I just did a 3 Floyds review. If you love Star Wars, come join me so we can talk Mandalorian. And I'm sure I'll be appearing on a few other YouTuber streams, talking Mando. It's going to be fun next 8 weeks of talking about it. So, thanks for checking out the channel. If you like what you see, feel free to subscribe. Thank you as always, Paulie. Appreciate it.
Appreciate you. Shelly Shell.
Oh, all right. Take 2. Once again, I am Shellback TJC on the YouTubes and the Twitters. And I also will be talking The Mandalorian on Chris Knight's channel, The River Review 3000, on Sundays. Please check out my Twitter for the episode airtime. And thank you.
Thank you. All right. So yeah, tomorrow I'll be back middle of the day with Medio Latino, we're calling it, which literally means a Latino in the middle, which I think is funny because it's going to be in the middle of the day. It'll be on right after Culture Casino's pre-flight. What else? Okay, so next week we're going to have a best of Latino slant. I'm going to put together over the last best of moments of the last 4 months, because now we have like about 4 months of shows. That way there's something there for you next Thursday evening. And then I'll be back the following week. Just working on guests, working on good stuff for you guys. And again, it was a fantastic day. Have a great, safe, happy Halloween. And I'll say that again tomorrow. And maybe we'll play, maybe we'll play something so we'll get struck down again from YouTube. Yay. All right, guys. Much love to the panel. Much love to everyone else. And let's take you out with a few videos, shall we? Be safe, everybody.
Okay.
Thanks for coming on back.
Bye.
Bye.
Adios.
Later.
See you at the
Nice.
party. Beep, beep, beep.
yo. Come on, yo. Let's land. All right, Paul, let's go.